now, if we could spin it around, I told Rob I didn't want to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Now I get to throw to my report, my special breakdown reveal trailer for the new video game Black Ops 2, and Alex Jones is distracting me off camera with a camera. So let's throw to my report now. Okay, well, Al, come on in, Alex. Come on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Time for freedom. So, Alex, we're gearing up for the money bomb. Do you have any special notes for our viewers that are watching right now? PrisonPlanet.tv.
No, I mean, you're just in here kicking butt, and I was going to take a photo and tweet it out to people to watch you on the news.
Yeah.
Here.
Man, I got to do something about this shiny head.
I got to do something about how I've lost some weight, but I need to get in good shape like you, man.
Looking strong.
Stay in shape? Running?
Yeah, run, do a few push-ups and sit-ups and all that. But anyway, Black Ops 2, check it out right now. Black Ops 2, the sequel to the best-selling game of all time, places the player in a year 2025 that isn't very far-fetched. I'm Jakari Jackson for the InfoWars Nightly News. The original game was praised for its moderate historical accuracy. Let's analyze these new trailers to see if the same can be said for 2's dystopic future. Spoiler alert.
Unmanned armies, and no one ever asks. What happens when the enemy steals the keys?
Let's start with a look at future technologies.
Technology got stronger, but we got weaker.
Now, believe it or not, everything in that clip is in various stages of production or completion. Take the nuke. The Brookings Institute reports that over 67,000 nuclear missiles have been built since 1951, a conservative number. Next, the tilt-rotor vehicles. The Osprey V-22 has come a long way since George LeBurger patented the tilt-rotor design in 1930. The walking tank is making fast strides at DARPA, as is the Pegasus drone. And drones are already flying the U.S. skies, even though they're vulnerable to hacks, and the Pentagon admits that they do not trust their own robots. Call of Duty chose a different approach with their villain this time, a hacker.
People in America idolizing their hero has wiped them out.
Cyber attacks are constantly in the news, but what's often left on the cutting room floor is that organizations such as the FBI have used hackers for illegal activities. And the NSA doesn't need hackers because they can tap your phone without a warrant.
The enemy could be anywhere, and it could be anyone.
The voice in that last clip belongs to Oliver North, the man at the center of the Iran-Contra scandal, where he and others sold U.S. arms to a foreign country outside of U.S. law. But if you try to buy a few boxes of bullets, you may get a call from your local state police. At the Contra hearings, North was also questioned about continuity of government plans, also known as Rex 84. Let's take a look at this clip that exposes the cover-up.
Colonel North, in your work at the NSC, were you not assigned at one time to work on plans for the continuity of government in the event of a major disaster? Mr. Chairman.
I believe that question touches upon a highly sensitive and classified area, so may I request that you not touch upon that, sir.
A contingency plan in the event of emergency that would suspend the American Constitution, and I was deeply concerned about it and wondered if that was the area in which he had worked. I believe that it was.
May I most respectfully request that that matter not be touched upon at this stage. If we wish to get into this, I'm certain arrangements can be made when it...
The cause of war in this game is the control of rare earth materials. Currently, China has a monopoly of over 95% of the materials.
We're bringing a new trade case against China. This case involves something called rare earth materials, which are used by American manufacturers to make high-tech products like advanced batteries that power everything from hybrid cars to cell phones.
It's time for the spoiler. At some point in the game, drones are hacked and attack the G20 summit in the year 2025, leaving the player to defend the U.S. president in a war-torn Los Angeles. So there you go. Give up all your rights and sign up for the Internet ID, or Anonymous is going to team up with the Dos Equis man and start blowing stuff up. Black Ops 2 is scheduled for release in mid-November. I'm Jakari Jackson for the InfoWars Nightly News. All right, so there you go, some more propaganda for you. And I mean, I played the first Black Ops. Actually, if you guys remember, my my audition piece for InfoWars had the first Black Ops game in it. I don't have anything against violent video games or anything like that, but rampant propaganda. You see that one of the writers for The Dark Knight Rises, which Alex analyzed, actually was a writer in this as well. And they brought in Oliver North like he's some respectable military guy to tell you about the new 21st century war. You know, meanwhile, he has Rex 84 and Iran-Contra and a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other skeletons rattling around in his closet. So, hey, those are your new role models, guys like Oliver North. So anyway, that brings us to our quote of the day. And this from RFK. Let's get into it right now. All of us will ultimately be judged on the effort we have contributed to building a new world order. That by Robert Kennedy. And I'm not trying to build a new world anything. Well, I guess I would like to see a new world that isn't full of corruption and greed and fascism and, you know, fake terrorism plots and all that stuff. But, you know, I guess I'm against Mr. RFK. So we go now to the money bomb. You guys know it's coming up. Everybody here is going to be pitching in and digging deep. I'll have an hour. I see Darren McBreen out there. He'll have an hour. Rob Dew will be in there for a little bit. You guys can tune in to my hour. I can at least tell you what I'll be talking about. I'll be with our firearms expert, Matt Williams, talking about all things Second Amendment. We're talking about guns, concealed carry, whatever. You guys are welcome to call in. I'll be on midnight. There you can see my schedule right there. I'll be on Friday, 12 a.m. Don't confuse that with Friday, 12 p.m. You guys can call in, talk about guns and whatever's going on, whatever else concerns you guys have. And Dan Badandi right there, action-packed, the Bionic Hour, the 3 hours of Bionic Dan. So definitely check out that. So check that out. We definitely need your support here at the InfoWars operation. It helps us expand. It not only brings in new talent, not just new reporters and graphics people, but we're expanding to a building across the street. It pays for our bandwidth, which is a monstrous amount, and just whatever other things we need to keep this operation going forward. And in addition to the money bomb, you guys can stop by prisonplanet.tv, pick up a subscription. It gives you all the archives for the nightly news, the Alex Jones radio show, rants, all of Alex's movies, everything you need, ebooks. So check that out. And also stop by the InfoWars shop. We have the new magazine out, which will actually be showing you a few videos of here in just a second, some time-lapse videos. Alex sent us out with a mission to do some time-lapse videos at the Austin city limits. We met some colorful characters out there. I haven't seen anybody else. Well, I saw Rob Dew's, and his was pretty good, but I can't vouch for anybody else's. But mine, I got to meet a guy who said Alex was COINTELPRO, so you guys definitely look out for that video.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route.
Who controls the past, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past.
The death of bin Laden marks the most significant achievement to date in our nation's effort to defeat al-Qaeda.
All you got to do is start looking around, start thinking for yourself, start investigating things, and you will see it all right there. So you have the power. Humanity has the power. We have the power. Do you want to fight? You better believe you got one.
Let us never tolerate outrageous conspiracy theories.
As for me, give me liberty or give me death! InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. We just expanded next door. We're coming for the New World Order. Ah! Yeah! It's InfoWars Money Bomb 2012. 48 hours to change the world. Here's freedom. InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com. InfoWars.com to read our mission and to see the amazing roster of guests we've got lined up, sharing their insights on liberty and resistance to tyranny. I got involved in radio and TV as well as filmmaking 17 years ago because I didn't like the direction I saw our country and our world going in. The attacks on basic freedoms like the Second Amendment, the move towards collectivism in the nanny state. And over the last decade and a half, InfoWars.com and my radio show and the films have become really part of the core resistance to tyranny worldwide. It seems like yesterday, but it was more than 5 years ago that I was sitting in my small office of about 3,000 square feet and realized that we were already reaching millions of people a week and that we had a responsibility to expand our operations in the face of the globalists. It was listeners 5 years ago that demanded we have a money bomb and expand our operations. We've gone from less than 10 crew members to more than 50 today. 5 years ago, I was reaching about 3 million people a week. Now it's 15 million a week conservatively. Imagine what will happen if you just tell one person a day about InfoWars.com or our news reports that are online. Imagine what will happen if you donate just $5 or $10 to InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com and allow us to go to the next level and put the nightly news out on free-to-air satellite worldwide. No, that one action won't save the world, but it will trigger brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere that will bring down the globalist and restore humanity on the right path of justice and liberty and a level playing field. We have a choice: the globalist dark age of control freak technocracy or 1776 worldwide. This October 18th and 19th, from Thursday morning right through into Saturday morning, it's InfoWars Money Bomb 2012. 48 hours to change the world. I'll see you live with the free video and audio streams emanating from PrisonPlanet.com and InfoWars.com. I'm Alex Jones, defending liberty, resisting tyranny.